Hello, my name is Paneep, and welcome back to Minecraft video. Today, we're going to be talking about the new Minecraft mob vote. So if you haven't already heard, Minecraft is having another mob vote this year with some really cool brand new mobs. We have the Glare, we have the Allay, and we have the Copper Golem. And these are actually pretty good mobs, I think, compared to like other years. We had like the Glow Squid with like other Minecraft Earth mobs, which were fine, but they weren't as good as this stuff because this seems like more useful and just more interesting mobs. So yeah, in this video we're going to be going over like what's going on in the mob vote, like what are the mobs about, why I prefer some over the others, and basically what ones I'm going to be voting on and why. Now the first mob revealed in Minecraft Live was the Glare mob. It's a little green little guy that kind of looks like Oscar the Grouch. And whenever he is in dark areas, he gets very grumpy, just like Oscar the Grouch. And basically, when you light up the area, he gets happy, but he runs away to the dark areas and gets grumpy again. So this is actually a good way to tell basically where light is and where light isn't to light up your builds. So the Glare went over here. Now I know that down here mobs can spawn because he's actually just sitting over here now, and I can just place down a torch again and he will run away from it and go find another dark area for me. So yeah, this is a very interesting mob mechanic. Now the next Minecraft mob that was revealed for the mob vote was the Allay, and this guy is a cool little blue like a fairy looking type mob with little wings. I really like the look of this guy with the texture and stuff. Now one of the cool features of the Allay, if you place down a note block, this guy will actually start dancing around just like that. Which is pretty cute, and he's like a cool little blue mob that just kind of flies around. So one of the main functions of the Allay is its ability to pick up items and return them to you. So let's say I had a bunch of cookies and I had them all over the ground, just like that. So I'd be able to give the Allay the cookie here. So now he'd basically take the cookie he already has, go find other cookies drop down in the world, basically just on the ground, in item form, and then he would go pick them up, and then go to the nearest note block, or go to the nearest player, and then just give them to us, basically. Which is really cool. It's like a different way of doing item sorting or item transportation. And on Twitter, the devs actually revealed a few other things about how item collection actually works with the Allay. So he can actually collect non-stackable items such as sword as well, which gives access to non-stackable item sorters, which is really cool. He can collect all sorts of things, and whenever you give him an item, he keeps that item until you change it out to a different one. So basically, for an item sorter, he would always have this item on him and be able to collect other items on the ground. And the third and final mob revealed for the mob vote is the Copper Golem. So I don't actually have a pack for this one because it only came out like today, but this is kind of what it's going to look like. Obviously not just a block, but it's going to be a little statue that looks like a little copper guy, like a copper golem. So as I said in the mob vote video, this guy is going to be clicking copper buttons randomly. So if let's say this is a copper button, this guy would just randomly click these at random intervals, basically, in your redstone, and this is just like a way to do some sort of randomizer, maybe for mini game potential. Now one of my favorite features of the Copper Golem is its ability to oxidize, just like regular copper. So I place down one of these, basically over time the Copper Golem will slow down and eventually oxidize into a statue Copper Golem. It looks like this, and I think that's like a really cool feature of the Golem. It's probably my favorite part of it. So these are actually going to be all of the mobs we're going to be able to vote on for Minecraft Live 2021, which is actually going to be tomorrow, I think, when this video posts. And on Minecraft Live, I'm going to be actually on stream with Alien, the Alien Doctor, on his Twitch. It's going to be very cool. We're going to be watching the whole stream together, talking about what goes on, and the new update it's going to be talking about in Minecraft Live. So I'm very excited for that. So make sure you guys stop by and check it out. Now for my opinions of these mobs. I have to be honest, compared to other mobs in previous years of the mob votes, things like the Phantom and Glow Squid and the Isolager, I was definitely not as big of a fan of those in general as these ones, because I think these ones, all three of them are like way above any other mob votes we had before. Like they're very interesting mobs with good mechanics. But that being said, I still think I have a preference for this mob vote. So I definitely think the Allay over here is gonna be the best mob to vote for because of all the things it can do. Like collecting items is that's just so cool. It walks around and collects items for you. And so it's just a cute little mob too. Like look at this model. Like look how this guy is cool. Okay, this is the coolest one. No, obviously it's my opinion, so very opinionated, but this is an opinion part of the section of the video. So, and the Glare, I still think the Glare is a pretty cool mob. This model is pretty cool as well. I just kind of like how it looks like I don't know, he just looks like a little gremlin or something like that walking around. But the issue I have with the glare here is that whenever you're trying to like find out where dark spots are in the world, you really don't need a mob to do that, especially in 1.18, because of all like the light level change. So basically in 1.18, any blocks that are not have light on them, so any block that has a light level of 0 will spawn mobs, and anything above it won't spawn mobs. So it's a very simple system, and the glare just seems kind of useless now. So I don't think he's going to be very useful, but I think he's still a pretty cool looking mob. And now the Copper Golem. The Copper Golem, I think, is a pretty cool idea as well compared to other years of the votes, but I don't think he's going to be below the very bottom of my list for the mobs for voting. And that's mostly just because like he doesn't really seem to have any good function. I guess I like the way that he oxidizes and turns into like a oxidized version statue of a Copper Golem. But the whole button system where you just click random buttons seems pretty useless, and I don't see any situation where that would be like used for anything. And he doesn't really do much else. Like the only thing I would use him for maybe is for some builds for his statues. I think would be really cool. Like that would be really cool looking. But besides that, he really just does not have any use. So I don't think he would be the best choice for the mob vote. But yeah, besides the statue thing, it's pretty pointless to add this to the game compared to the really much better Allay over here. And even the glare, I mean, he's not as useful as the Allay. But he's more useful than Copper Golem. Like he actually can detect light levels, and you can make some cool mini games out of that. And speaking of mini games, the Allay is I think the best mob even for mini games as well, because you can imagine a mini game where you have like a maze or something like that, and there's like an item you need to collect to activate the next part of the maze. And only the Allay can get to it because maybe you're too tall to get there. So you basically take out your Allay and give it an item, and it will fly over to the area and actually unlock like a door in a secret maze. Like that's a cool feature of a mob. Even the glare too, like you can make like a light level game or something like that where maybe like when lights are turned on, the glare will go to specific spots. And that really is not possible with the Copper Golem. Like the only idea I could think of for like a mini game would be maybe like he presses buttons in there randomly, but that's just random, so it's not really useful. But anyways, guys, that's just my opinion on the mob votes. I think all these mobs are really good, like I said. Don't let any people or YouTubers just try to convince you otherwise. If you think you have a good opinion, then you can vote for that mob. I'm not trying to trick you into voting for a mob, but yeah, I think the Allay is going to be my vote for this mob vote. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you have a great rest of your day, and as you all know, the #1 cause of Pineapple Pizza is for non-subscribers. So if you want to avoid such a tragedy, then I suggest you subscribe. That's all for now, guys. See you all next time. Hopefully you guys stop by, like I said, on Alien stream. We'll be streaming Minecon live on when it's live. So it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so make sure to check it out. Anyways, guys, that's all for now. See you guys all next time.